All-star Tracy McGrady is here. 2004 NBA Champ Finals MVP Chauncey Billups is here, and his teammate on that 2004 title team, Rip Hamilton. Welcome to the This is special for me. Rip and I first met when you were a rookie with the Wizards.
Washington.
I was a rookie newspaper reporter at the Washington Post. And then when I was just starting at ESPN, Chauncey and Rip's Pistons team was the first NBA team I really covered on a regular basis for SportsCenter. Look how young we are.
Wow. Look at that. We came a long way. Oh, look at that outfit right there. Oh.
That was such a fun group. Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace, and, you know, of course, Sheed. Those guys, I mean, y'all were the opposite of a super team. There was not a single max player on the roster. A lot of these guys were in their third or fourth franchise because things hadn't worked out elsewhere. Chauncey, the guy who would end up as finals MVP. Well, the Pistons were his fifth franchise. There were some people starting to wonder if he was a draft bust. But together, well, all those guys together, they were so much greater than the sum of their parts. I have to say, I have covered a lot of teams since then, a lot of championships. I've never seen a group quite like those guys. They pulled off one of the greatest upsets in NBA Finals history when they beat the Lakers. And that LA team, well, that was a super team. Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, Karl Malone. And yet, these guys dismantled them, both physically and mentally. And all of this, I gotta say, was very top of mind for me last night. Not only knowing Rip was going to join us today, but also watching Golden State deliver that beatdown against the Clippers. It's full circle here, right? I mean, here we are again with another super team of Hall of Famers and All-Stars. But the difference is this is now an era of super teams, right? So, Chauncey, I mean, do you think that your scrappy Pistons team, a team like that, could win a title in this league again, or in this era of free agency and the way the contracts are, that's done?
Well, I'll say this. And people ask all the time, you know, our great teams, could they beat the Warriors? Could they beat these great teams? To me, it depends on the rules.
Yeah. Right.
If it's the 2004 mid-2000 rules, we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine, and we will win.
Right.
If it's 2016, where you can't play D and you can't touch a guy, you can't play the way that we played, we're gonna have our hands full. It'd be tough.
But it's also
and it's just that simple to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about like what kind of players you have, but also just the emotion and the way you guys played together, right?
Sure.
It wasn't just about talent with you guys.
Absolutely. We had a great mix. I mean, we were a type of team that just didn't play together on the basketball court. We also shared a lot of special moments off the basketball court. Doing Christmas parties together, spending New Year's Eve at Rasheed Wallace's home.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Can we get that story?
That was an experience. That was
good stories there.
Well, what made us so special, and if you match us up to a Golden State Warriors team, was we were able to switch every position. So with Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace being our rim protectors on their team, they were great on-ball defenders. So even at times when we played against Cleveland and LeBron James, we would never trap pick and roll. We would just switch and say, all right, Ben or Rasheed, guard that person man up.
When you look at their squad and then you look and say, they're talking about matching up against the Warriors, what do you think?
It's the same. I got to piggyback off of Chauncey. It depends on what era, because the rules make a huge difference in this. In today's game, it allows these guys to run free through the paint off of these screens, and that's what they're great at. But when you can put some wood on them, Ben Wallace and Rasheed put some wood on and slow them down.
You don't need max players.
You don't have those legs. You don't have those fresh legs when you get wood on you throughout the game. So it all depends on what era you play.
And then if you look at Rasheed Wallace, who's going to guard Rasheed? That was always our matchup that we was always going to explore playing against different teams. Nobody could guard him.
Always had an ace in the hole with that.
How much would you have liked to see prime Rasheed versus prime Draymond Green? How cool would that have been?
First of all, I love Draymond, but they don't belong in the same class.
Really?
Not at all.
No.
Draymond was a pup in our locker room.
He was our guy.
Yes, he used to come in with Jordan Dumars.
He's our now, not your little.
And I'm talking about Rasheed then.
Not at all.
Draymond, although he's very arrogant sometimes,
you're talking about 6'11".
as he should be.
Yes,
I think Draymond would probably tell you the same thing.
Really?
You're talking about 6'11" with mouth.
Right.
You're talking about Rasheed Wallace.
Trace, you played these guys in a memorable series. I'm just
Mac changed our team a lot,
man,
with his comments a couple of times he made out there.
See, I wasn't going to bring that up.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure we didn't talk about it.
No, we had these guys 3-1, and I'm out there with 2 rookies in my starting lineup, Gordon Givachek and Drew Gooden, and things were looking promising to us.
And you said?
And I don't know what was said. I don't know. Look at that.
I know what was said.
I do too. We talked about it.
After 3-1 being up, he got up on the stand.
Yes, he did, with his chest out too.
It finally feels good that we're going to get out of the first round. And that right there is what got him beat.
Yes.
That's my guy. But I will say this.
That got us beat?
Yes,
that's what got you beat.
No.
You had a chance of... One thing about it,
I think David Stern had to do something.
You let a sleeping dog sleep.
Absolutely.
Is what you do. You let a sleeping dog sleep. He was averaging 47 on us after 2 games. I will say that. I mean, we couldn't stop him.
We couldn't stop him at all.
With a
we
very
had Michael
sad
Curry
roster.
on
Just put up those next to you.
And then we injected Tayshaun into the game and made him be accountable for somebody. He was guarding Michael Curry, who he didn't have to play defense, just offense. We couldn't guard. I mean, he's tough to guard.
I had to guard him.
That's what happened.
Because
late in the series, he had to guard me.
I had to start guarding this guy because he went for 40.
Yeah.
And then got on him again, and he went for 40. Back to back.
But you know what was funny? But you know what's funny though? Because remember, Rick Carlisle was only playing us 20-something minutes a game. And when T-Mac made that comment, we sat down with Joe, and Rick Carlisle was like, hey, you know what? You can't just play us 20-something minutes a game. You got to play us 40 minutes a game. Just like he was playing 40 minutes a game. And that changed the series.
Now, y'all have been teammates in Toronto prior to this. Was there a lot of trash talk between the two of you during that series?
No, there was no trash talk.
No, never.
No,
never.
I was about business.
We always been good.